I started my pepper seeds the other day. I used to start my pepper seeds in December, but my climate has started to be cooler for longer than previous years, so I held back on starting them a little bit. I do have some plants that are a few years old and they have overwintered the past few years with no problem. And the first one here is Corno de Toro, a sweet pepper, and then I have Sugar Rush Peach here. Even in the colder temperatures, they have been putting out peppers. So I won't be starting seeds for these two because they have proven to me to be strong, and I have no reason to believe that they won't make it through the rest of the winter. Then this plant here is also looking like it's doing well. This is a Malawi Picante Peppadew, and I bought this starter at a nursery when they were selling them for 75% off because this was after the raccoons destroyed a lot of my pepper seedlings last year. So I just bought whatever they had, which happened to be this variety, and I am glad that I bought it because I have become addicted to these pickled peppers filled with cream cheese from Trader Joe's. And I have also found a similar product at Costco from this brand that is sold in a twin pack. It's the same peppers, but with Greek cheeses, and they are just so good. So I looked up what peppers they were so I could grow them to make my own because at Trader Joe's, that little jar is $5, and the twin pack at Costco was about $13. But I realized it was this variety of pepper. While the plant is doing well right now, I did save some seeds from a pepper that dried up on the plant, and I did start one of those seeds just in case something happens to this plant. I do have some other pepper plants remaining in the garden, but some aren't doing well, so I did start some backups for them. So let me show you all of the other pepper varieties that made it into my lineup for the 2026 growing season. First up, I will get into my sweeter peppers. I got these paprika seeds just on a whim. Yes, a jar of paprika powder is cheap and easy enough to buy, but I like the idea of growing and making my own, so I figured why not? I had a plant last year, but the raccoons killed it, so I am trying it again this year. Next is Jimmy Nardello. This is a really nice pepper. I've grown it for a few years. It's great fresh or fried, and I love them in sandwiches. But I didn't get anything last year because this was one that was yet another victim to the raccoons last year. This one is a new to me variety this year. This translates to Spanish mammoth, and it just sounded good, and I just wanted to add another sweet pepper to my lineup. But it also said that it was disease resistant, and I haven't had disease issues with my peppers, but still, I do like to get varieties of anything that says they are disease resistant just in case. Purple Beauty is another pepper plant that was victimized by the raccoons last year. I love bell peppers and I love purple, so why not grow a purple bell pepper? Then Marconi Golden is another new to me variety this year. I've heard good things about it, so I decided to give it a try. Next is Golden Cow Wonder. It's just another bell pepper in yellow, pretty basic, but like I said, I really like bell peppers and they're great stuffed, and I like to freeze them to use in dishes when they are out of season. And again, I like bell peppers, so I am growing this mini bell mix. I do have an overwintered plant outside, but it's kind of faltering, so I did want to start a fresh seed for this variety. These are nice, they are bite-sized, and it's great if you need just a small amount of bell pepper and don't want to cut into a whole larger one. Next is Violet Sparkle. I grew this one last year and the plant didn't perform well, so I only got to try a few. So I am trying it again this year just to see if it was a bad year or if this is just not a well-performing variety. Next is Nadapeño. It's a jalapeno without the heat. I do like some heat, but sometimes it's a bit too much for me, but I also really love the flavor of jalapenos and I love making jalapeno poppers, but I can eat a lot of poppers at once, but then I pay for it with bad heartburn later, so I love these as an alternative to get the flavor without the heat. Next is Gatherer's Gold. I really enjoyed this one when I grew it the other year. I won the seeds in a giveaway from this brand, so it was nice to try something I had never heard of. Unfortunately, this was yet another casualty of the raccoons last year, so I didn't get any of these last year, so I am trying to grow them again. And lastly, shishitos are a good segue out of sweeter peppers and into hotter peppers because they are generally mild with no heat, but then about 1 in every 10 of these peppers can be blazing hot, so it's a gamble sometimes. But I really love these peppers. Blistered shishitos are one of my favorite things to make for a snack or appetizer, and I have 3 plants that are overwintering right now and are even still producing right now. But just in case, I wanted to start a seed for this variety to ensure that I won't be without them this year. And now here are the hotter peppers that I will be growing this year. I've got Hawaiian chili pepper seeds. I got these when I went to Hawaii in 2023, and I tried growing them in 2024, but I had a hard time getting the seeds to germinate. But last year I got a seed to germinate, but sadly, again, it was a casualty to the raccoons. I didn't get any fresh seeds in Hawaii when I was there this past summer, and I might regret not having gotten fresh seeds, but I am hopeful that one of these seeds will still germinate. Next is Thunder Mountain Longhorn. This is a fun pepper. It's a very skinny and long pepper, and I love it because it's super easy to just cut right over a pan as I'm cooking, and it's pretty prolific. Then we have Jigsaw. The peppers aren't super special to me, but I love the variegated leaves. So, admittedly, I grow this variety for looks because it is so pretty. But if I can get some peppers to use off of a pretty plant, then why not? Next is Bulgarian carrot, and this is a new to me variety this year. It says it's hot and sweet, so I am curious to see how accurate that description is, but either way, I'm always excited to try something new. Next up is bird's eye chili. I cook a lot of Asian dishes and play around with a lot of Asian recipes for my job, and a lot of those recipes calls for bird's eye chili specifically, so I figured it would be good to have this growing in my garden. Next is orange Peter and red Peter. They're the same pepper, just different colors, and they are a very silly pepper to grow. And life is too short to not be silly, and they make a great conversation starter. And again, they're just really funny. So I grow them for that reason and that reason alone. Next are poblanos, and these are mildly hot, and I do have some poblano plants overwintering in the garden right now, and they actually are still currently producing, but they have only been putting out very tiny peppers, and I love chiles rellenos, and poblano is the variety typically used to make them, but I can't really stuff them if they are this tiny, so I started a seed for a new plant to see if I can get a better performing plant. Lemon drop has to be one of my favorite peppers. It is hot, but not too hot, especially if I eat them in nachos with some sour cream or something to tone it down. But it's got a really nice sweet flavor too. I have a plant overwintering in the garden, but it's not doing well, so I started a seed for this one just in case as a backup. This is another new to me variety this year, Purple Tiger. I am going to be honest, I got these seeds because I was trying to use up rewards points and reach the free shipping minimum with True Leaf Market, and this variety sounded interesting, and it is another variety that has variegated leaves, which I love, so I added it to my order. Black Pearl is another variety I have grown in the past. I grew it because it's pretty. The peppers are okay. They are small, so they are good for pickling without having to slice peppers, and the leaves are unique, so it is nice to see it in the garden. I haven't grown Chinese five color in a few years just because I didn't have the space and I wanted to try other varieties, but I wanted to grow them this year so that I can save some fresh seeds if I can get some seeds to germinate from this older seed pack. It is a pretty plant, especially when you can get all of the colors on it at once, but these peppers are quite spicy, but they are also a very prolific variety as well. Hungarian hot wax is one of my favorites. It does pack a lot of heat, but it's an amount that I can handle. For me, it's a pretty early variety and it's always been prolific for me. And I did not get any last year because you guessed it, raccoons dug this plant up last year and killed it. This seed packet says it's chocolate beauty, but the one year I used seeds from this packet, it was part of Peppergate, where many seed suppliers had a lot of pepper seed mix ups. This ended up being a very hot cherry pepper. I am growing it again just because I wanted to try the cherry peppers again, but I am also wondering if the whole seed packet was wrong or if just one wrong seed landed in the pack and I happened to plant it. So I may end up with a chocolate beauty, but we'll see. Either way, I'll take what I can get. Fish pepper is another gorgeous variegated pepper variety. I love it so much. It is pretty hot, but I find that I can tolerate it decently. Then, to finish out my lineup, I have some jalapenos. This one is New Mex Lemon Spice. I really like this one. It's really bright and fruity, and the plant has been overwintering, but it's been producing the tiniest peppers, so I wanted to see how a newer plant does for me this year. Then I have a brown variety, orange spice and Soundwave. I have Soundwave overwintering now, but I wanted a backup. I do like jalapenos, even though they can be a little bit spicy, but I figured why not grow all of the different colors? And then I have Black Hungarian. It's not quite a jalapeno as per the seed packet, but it sure looks like one. This one comes out more purple though, and it looks pretty and is prolific. And variety is the spice of life, and I like color in my produce, so I'm growing it. So that's my 2026 pepper lineup. Hopefully, all of the seeds I just planted germinate without issues. But honestly, I don't even think I have room for all of these. So, for the ones that are backups, if they aren't needed, I'll give them away. And hopefully, I don't find any other varieties I want to add to the lineup. And if I do, they will just have to wait until next year.